Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot reading. Today's tarot reading is for Monday, August 11th, 2025. I hope you are all doing very well. Hope you had a good weekend. You were able to surf and handle that hanging man energy we had over the weekend, that ability to sort of just not push too hard and let yourself stay static and sort of look internally. I think that's all because today, Mercury stations direct. It has not started to move forward yet, but it is out of retrograde and stations direct today. So I think we're going to see a week of some possibly fast moving information over the next few days. But let's take a look at the cards for Monday. This is a reading focused on the universal goodwill and for inspiration and insight for all of us. It's a collective reading. Regardless of your belief or where you stand, this is, if you are seeing this video, this is for you to help you kind of get a heads up on the energies of the day and possibly use it as a point of reflection at the end of your day. Maybe you forget about the reading or you haven't gotten to it yet. Look at it at the end of the day and sort of take notes and see how experiences in your life might slide alongside of and work with the energies presented in the cards and maybe give you some, like I said, some extra insight. So with that being said, thanks for being here. Let's look at the cards. I'm using my tried and true beat up Llewellyn deck. This is the main deck I use for public readings. It has, as you can see, been with me a long time. Beautiful deck. This deck and I, we work pretty well together. So let's give it a whirl. I wanted something sort of something foundational for me to start off the week for Monday. This is a whole new series of daily readings for me after my break. So I do these readings every day, Monday through Friday, and then on Friday I will do a reading for the entire weekend and then pick it back up again on Monday. All right. What does the universe want us to know for the energies and for our lives for Monday, August 11th, 2025? That one right there. We're just going to turn that, look at that. I love it. Justice card, and we're going to have two support cards. It really wanted to be flipped over. I don't normally do that, but that's the way that one happened. This one. Okay. You guys are enjoying the new light. I got my secondary light to work again. I'm very happy about that. All right, so justice, right off the bat, balancing universal law versus man's law. Rights being wronged, truths coming to the fore, and finding balance in that justice, in that moment. It's like an in-between moment. So today, we're going to see some things balancing out, hopefully, for the good. This feels like a positive reading. Let's see what else we have. Wow, we have the Hierophant, another major arcana, and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, definitely good news today. Definitely news of a spiritual and intuitive nature. These two cards together really sort of sing the song. It almost feels like these two want to be like this. It's almost like a male-female energy coming through, like a real balancing of that male and female energy combined with the Ace of Cups, which is all about something new is beginning with emotional vigor, like emotional content, something that you are not necessarily passionate about, because that would be more wands and be like a project, but this is about almost like a heart's desire and a new turning, and something new is being offered up today. And it's going to be this sense of the universe coming in to balance the scales a little bit. And as a Hierophant and as someone who is connected to that we'll be aware of it, and we can actually see that in motion today and possibly even assist with that. The Hierophant, again, is more of a traditional connection to spirit, a traditional organization, much like the church or a very large school. But it is about, especially in this deck, this is about being the bard and singing the songs that connect you to the universe, that sing the songs that not only help your passions in your heart and your spirit heart, but also those of others. Yeah. It feels like, so this connection, these two big cards here at the top, and it feels like this is about law and love. This is about acting with balance, with ethical consideration. Both of these figures, the Hierophant sort of, if you think of like a traditional priest figure who's part of a larger church, they are also sometimes called to judge on matters of a religious or spiritual nature, as well as you have the Justice card, which is calling on the law of balances, of equality, of justice can also mean the legal system and how we try to keep a level playing field for everyone, for all souls and everyone in the system or a part of society. So you almost have two sides of the same coin here. You have a spiritual and you have a very, I would not say cold, but a rational. So you almost have the rational side and the spiritual side coming together to work with matters of the heart and working with this eternal feeling of love. And so I think we're going to see some balancing today. You're going to be called on to work from the heart today, but also to maintain a level of fairness and equity today. So be mindful of that as you move through your day. Look for how it's almost like the Hierophant is almost the expert on how spiritual universal laws come into effect and get integrated into humans' culture and their legal law and the differences between the two. But this is a lot about working from this inner heart, using the heart brain to work through systems of balance and seeing how that comes into play today as well. It's about making decisions that are morally sound and focused on compassion. Very good energy today. It feels like it's not necessarily like after the hanged man, like there is this rush forward. It's almost like there is this next step after the hanged man has been cut down of careful, mindful, heartfelt consideration about how to share this connection to the divine and to your heart energy with others. So yeah, ethical, balanced, compassionate. Try to work those ideals into your day today, and I think you'll see the energy flowing very well. It's in a way is almost like I feel it is a perfect reading from Mercury direct. Like it's that moment where it's gone reverse and then it stops and it's about to move forward again, but you have a time for consideration. You have a time for looking out over the path ahead and seeing how you want to walk down it with a solid connection to your heart instead of perhaps other ways you have begun your path. All right, look at this a little closer. Lady of the Fountain or Lady of the Lake. Beautiful card. What is she coming to tell you today about balance, equity, compassion, and fairness? Okay, that's good. Let's pull a punctuation card real quick from Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Pull this real quick. Let's see what these cards have to add to that balancing of the scales, almost like a balancing of the spiritual scales in conjunction with Mercury going direct. Oh, it's right in there. Where is it? Is it in here? No. That's right. This may be a card from a separate reading. It is. I'm not going to look at that one because I think it is right. Sometimes that happens. I put the deck up. I was doing a reading for myself. Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. This is like he's holding a cup right here. I mean, so with this information that I have given you, with Justice and the Hierophant, please be open to healing information today. There is a chance for healing. There is a chance for something new. There is a chance for balance. There is a chance for the scales to be leveled. And if in a painful situation, one of the most important things you can do in order to heal is to open up. I learned this a long time ago. If you have a cut hand, the worst thing you can do is hold your hand closed. You have to open your hand in order for the Band-Aid and the compress and for whatever needs to happen to fix the wound. You have to open up your hand in order for that to be healed. And that's what I'm feeling very strongly for this reading today with this card coming out like it did. There's something new today that is going to help you balance the scales in a healing way, in a spiritual way, that is about equity, compassion, and balance. Awesome. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Hope this is helpful to all of you. It was funny because I did pull the Hermit card, and I pulled that. I've already put it back in the deck. I pulled that Hermit card during the Hanged Man weekend, so which was retreat and recharge. So it was like the cards were doubling down on me for what I needed to do for the weekend, and it proved to be incredibly helpful and healing for me. So today, there's your message for Monday, August 11th, 2025. Again, thank you so much for being here. If this message has been helpful, please give a thumbs up and a like. Leave a comment. I love to interact with all of you in the comments. And have a wonderful, magical Monday. Peace and strength. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.